Wow, look at this section where it just like ripples out of the ground. I think that's really neat. Hello everyone, Thranxes here and welcome back to No Man's Sky. This is episode 154, where we have just made an incredible amount of money in the final episode. Or the last episode, not the final episode. The episode previous. 387 million units. We're up over 5,000 nanites. I'd say we're starting to do really well. We've got little nitnoids in our inventory, but that's okay because I'm keeping this cleaner. And I'm leaving some overflow of different items over here for various reasons, although the oxygen doesn't need to be there. The dihydrogen doesn't need to be there. The rest of these things can just sort of hang out in here for now. It's not the end of the world. We can get this sorted. But I had some plans for this episode, and they involve a little bit of exploration. So we have this neat planet here. And we do want to check out some of it. So I think we should get ourselves an exocraft. Let's get the blue spark summoned. Or I'm sorry, the azure spark. The azure spark. I like that name. Now, we are a little short on cobalt, so I don't necessarily know if I want the nitrogen, but I do want to gather some cobalt. Oh, really? Leave me alone. Oh, look at these caves, though. Very disjointed. A sign of how rough the terrain is. It's pretty neat. We don't ever do cave exploration, and since I need a little bit of cobalt, we're going to do that for a bit. Not a terrible long time. A lot of times these caves just sort of flatten out, and this one is flattening out, but is that interesting? Let's continue to gather a little bit of cobalt, shall we? I believe we only have 100 some odd in our inventory, and I would like to have a nice little stack just in case we need to feed some animals or need some to fix some damaged machinery. Really, you never know. I don't really care about the nitrogen we're gathering, but that's just sort of the way it is. I sort of wish there was like a burrowing exocraft for subterranean exploration. Cave exploration. That would be really neat. Alright. Let's take a peek around us. Ah, some creatures. Not the crystals. Now, I know I wanted to point out, I've been told in the comments that I should not necessarily be using my double jump jetpack boost, but just melee attacking while jetpacking to throw me forward. However, I'm just going to tell you, I spent a little bit of time off camera attempting to learn this. I'm not very skilled in that endeavor, so if you're wondering why I'm not doing it, it's because I need a lot more practice, and I don't wish to embarrass myself on camera. Look at that, 25 cobalt, and we just got a bunch. Great. Although we don't really need the nanites. But then, can we really say that? I mean, you always need nanites. We have barely enough to buy 10 S-Class modules. I hear more creatures. The bouncing, jumping creatures. Scorpidogidae. Incoming storm. Well, there's our cue to get on the Azure Spark. I'm thinking... no, maybe not. Let's scan for a monolith. 5 minutes by Exocraft? I think that's a little bit beyond my patience. Let's get the Cupsidum's coup over here. Oh, after we get this alien artifact. Double alien artifacts. Planetary and terrible. Alright. We'll just hop in our ship here from the... oh, wait. Nope. I see those giant flying life forms. Oh, they disappeared. Hold on. They usually appear in groups. Yep, and they disappear fast, but they're usually worth a lot of money. Ugh. Yep, there they are. We've got to scan them quickly. That really wasn't that much money. I feel a little let down. That's okay. I forgot we don't really need money anymore. I'm so used to worrying about money, but that's not going to be a thing for a while, is it? In fact, we probably need a good way to go spend our money. How the sky here has changed to this weird purple. The green nebula in the background just because of its nighttime in a rainstorm. There seem to be a lot of alien artifacts on this planet as well. We're always going to stop for some dihydrogen crystals because we might as well. They just take a second. Oh, these sentinels. Really? I could have sworn I saw an alien artifact. Yep, there it is. Wow, this planet really gives up its visibility for the superheated rainstorm. Alright. Let's secure some more language. Queries? I have queries. Desire and pleasure. Ooh. Queries about desire and pleasure. Seems risque. Alright, well, here we are in this crazy rainstorm. Ah, it's clearing. Finally. I feel like there's a good picture to be had here. We have to grab this picture, right? So we want to be like at our feet, right? Maybe necessarily. Yeah, there we go. That's a good picture. We'll take a couple of them. Forgot to do that in the last episode. I was so busy constructing stuff. Oh! See, look at that. And now we're getting our photos complete. And that was accidental. But that's how I want this to be done. We're grabbing thumbnails and we get the pictures we want. I'm guessing we needed a monolith. Let's see about... Pillars of Akal de Dojak. Feed first spawn beak common catalyst. Something something painful noise something noise. A beak emerges from the ancient stone. It's shouting but can't be heard. In the stone above someone long ago has scrawled advice for those who would approach it. The beak screams wordlessly at me, furiously intoning the words of the ancient beings that once worshipped here. My scanner detects traces of a catalyst around it but can't specify which one. It says common catalyst, so that's what we do. The beak whispers the words of those who once worshipped here. Atlas word for galaxy. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay. I'd say we've probably seen about the bulk of what this planet has to offer. I know there are some oceans or lakes or rivers. This planet appears to be very continental, though. Here, let's punch out of the atmosphere. And let's just take a peek here. So it looks like we're sort of where the large land masses are. Ah, there is the coast. I think we should at least just take a peek at the ocean and see what we're dealing with. I am rather curious. It's an interesting coastline. Not very deep at all. It's a very shallow sea here. Okay, got a little deep there on the left side. Let's see if we cut out this way. This is kind of in the deeper ocean, maybe. Nope, still pretty shallow. It looks just like seaweed and rocks. Oh, it's a very rocky ocean. Or a sea, rather. Oh yeah, it's very rocky. Not a lot of plants. Some seagrass, it looks like. Kind of got this iron tint to it, almost like there's a lot of rust in the... Oh, whoa. There's rocks sticking up out of the water, giant pillars, like coral. Interesting, and I wonder if that's the basis for forming some of these islands here. No, there's a gradual sort of depth change. It's not very steep. Well, I think I would be remiss if I didn't hop in the water and take a look, so that's what we're going to do. It only takes a second. Whoa! It's just jellyfish, but that really frightened me. Okay, it's not very clear, actually. It's pretty murky, and it's actually rather deep out here. It feels yucky, though. I'm not necessarily a big fan of this one. The water's murky. It's almost like I said, full of oxidized metals. Full of rust. But we saw it. We got a little peek for it. To ease our curiosity. Alright, let's punch out of this planet and we'll go assess another planet. There's only 2 other ones in this system and we want to see them. Alright, so this one is, I believe, our anomalous planet, the breached planet. Let's go see what that's about. I think I want to move my metal resources there and my fuels here, actually. Do it like that. I'm so happy with this ship. I'm so proud of this ship. Look at the... Just here, let's stop for a moment. Look at how the nebula is on the side by the star compared to the other side. It makes for a really neat color change gradient. I imagine if you found the perfect spot on a planet at night where you could see the change in the night sky, it would be pretty cool looking. But I don't know how the sun is affecting that color over there. Alright, we're coming in a little hot. Let's level out a little bit. Okay, appears to be pretty small terrain changes. Sort of rolling hills. And I thought we were on the day side of the planet, but now I'm starting to wonder. Alright, where is the sun? System sun should be over here. So let's cut around. I would like to see the day side of this planet. Yep, there we go. There's the sun. Alright, high noon. Nice and lit up. That way we can appreciate the sky color along with this planet. The terrain seems to be pretty smooth over here too. Not a lot of big changes. Some. Let's slow down. I'm not really... Oh. Oh yes, the pillars of light. Okay, well I think we'll look for an exposition building to give us a little bit of this backstory, if we can find one, and if not, we'll just land and collect some decorations. They're sort of everywhere. I'm not sure how we're even going to land on this planet, truth be told. Wow, look at these giant... Huh. Now I almost wish I had gone to the night side of this planet. I bet this is a pretty cool place to race at night. Again, though, I'm not seeing any buildings. And that is what we're looking for. Oh, nope. Change that. Here's one right here. Alright. I don't know how the landing area is clear, but we're just going to land right in the middle of all of these things. Jeez. Toyo. With the invisible mist. Look at this place. It doesn't look invisible to me. It looks quite visible. Well, we're absolutely going to gather some of these while we're here. Oh. And we're going to scan the one single creature that lives on this planet as well. Whoa, look at it. It's like burrowing beneath the ground. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to see what nighttime looks like here in no time. There we go. Here's another different colored decoration. Thank you. And it looks like there's some more over here. This planet is very odd. I feel like these things are incredibly abundant on this planet. They're just everywhere. The sky appears quite natural, which is neat. Sort of that blue, but, well, it's about to fade into the night sky. So we'll see. That counts as flora. Interesting. I think we can safely untag this building for identification. Save and chart the Gala Moor. Okay. Repair needed. Iteration, a lot of numbers. A terminal blinks awaiting input. I wish to download the data, please. Scenario, Lifeform designates Vy'keen to approach the instantiation. Great monolith. Silence, acceptance of blank, schism, quasi-blank, Korvax, eradication, enslavement. Vy'keen war emerges where individuals Herc and Nal believe the other to have heard nothing. Repeated imagery of 6 cries. Scenario involves murder of ally and culture becoming obsessed with destruction of artificial intelligence. Cautionary. Semi-survival retrieval of entity Nal shows further instance of self-doubt by blank. Troubling factor. Repeated pattern of blank, silence, and self-mythicization. Look at this place at night. Whoa. I almost think I have a better picture now. We're gonna get a couple. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. We're gonna grab a couple though. I'm sort of a fan of this planet. Hold on now, if we come up here, oh, there's none up here on this hilltop. It's just rocks. So we can overlook the... Look at that. Wow. It's like Eerie, but it's beautiful. I have 3 light fissures. I don't know if I want to go digging for more. There's not really any mountains to speak of, little hills here and there. I think we've done our part. We've seen what we came here to see. Wow, look at this section where it just like ripples out of the ground. I think that's really neat. What were the resources here? Copper, gold, and salt. Is the fauna really abundant? Is it? I think your self-descriptors are a little incorrect. Wow, pretty neat planet, but I really can't justify staying here any longer, so I feel like we got the feel for it. It's pretty cool. But let's head to the irradiated planet, I believe is what this is. I scanned a little early, so we'll have to rescan. The isotopic planet with gamma root does not appear to have any water. It has sort of a triple ring system, though. That's fairly neat. I think if we offset our direction of travel to be like here, we'll get a pretty good view of the rings. And these are the only 3 planets in this system, if I'm not mistaken, so then we'll be cleared to be on our way after that. Oh, it's one of these planets with the choking atmosphere. Right? And the big spike formations of rock. And all the weird plants. Let's see if we can find a building, perhaps. That would be ideal. Well, I know what we'll do. Here we go. Let's check out what this building is. Okay, it's just a shelter. A couple of small shelters, that's fine. I know what we'll do here. Give us a reason to hang out for a minute. See, we've got to find a reason to hang out on each planet for a little bit, just so we can get a feel for it. Yeah, it's a pretty good view of those rings. You can see they're in like bands. Definitely feels dry and dusty. Oh! A creature with tusks. Passive, eats oxide elements. Well, that's good, because they're all around me, apparently. Don't see any birds. Or avian creatures of any kind. Let's go ahead and repair that. That's why I keep spare sodium and chromatic metal in my inventory. Oh, look at you. You've got like some kind of weird mutations on you from all the radioactive particles in the air. Weather is contaminated puddles. I did not see water on this planet from orbit. I'm not so sure if that's accurate. I don't think I'm going to sit here and scan every individual plant. But I am going to try to scan the animals. Inattentive, eats nip-nip buds. What about this thing? You look like an herbivore, maybe? Wise, eats gravitino balls. That's cool. Oh, look, it's a little baby. Well, don't run away. I have carbon for you. There you go. Alright, well now I need to get my carbon back, so... Trying to maintain a very tight ship when it comes to my high-capacity cargo space. No, I'm not feeding any more babies. I already burned my "oh, it's cute" card. We're not doing that anymore. Otherwise, we have to feed them all. Then they'll eat me out of house and home. Alright, so we'll call upon the Azure Spark. And I think this time what we're going to do is actually scan for an abandoned structure. In 4 minutes. Well, I don't really want to ride for 4.5 minutes. Not when we have a spaceship that can fly us there in about 30 seconds. Whoa. A large wrecked freighter? No. I have not been very pleased with the loot from freighters lately. I think we'll go and we'll try one again, but just not at this time. Here at this juncture, we're going to try something different and specific here. We're going to try to harvest some of these cores. Using the technique that Christoph Dietrich mentioned in the comments, as I've been meaning to do this. So let's go ahead first. We'll get the inside, everything here. Let's go ahead and grab this deserted terminal. I don't really care about the goop though. User identified, terminal now active, unlocking data log for analysis. I will cut open space. My heart is filled with regret, but there is nothing else to be done. I find only darker roads and glassy, endless chasms ranged before me. It's for the best. The lacerated, blade-filled path is the truth, and I am unable to deny it. In time, there will come daring souls far cleverer than
I who will learn from my errors. I forge the way for the ones to come after. I walk barefoot on shards of broken reality, into the infinite and shattering forever. At the heart of it, the secret awaits me. I discover something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. 50 nanite clusters. Not bad. But we're planning on cleaning this place out. So first thing is first is we need to lay down this base computer and make a base, as I understand it. So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and claim the base. Now, this is going to take maybe a second, but not too long. But if it works as it's been described, this could be a very efficient way of gathering up these cores. Let's go ahead and... So now what we need, as I understand it, is to wall things out. And we have a good bit of carbon, but we can always get more, but I don't think we're going to worry about that so much. I don't think we can wall through that. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm sure... actually, it's probably easier just to do it group by group. Let's do it that way. Hold on. I'm starting to realize... I was thinking we would wall around the whole building, but I don't know if that's necessary. It'll probably be a lot faster just to wall around this little cluster here. Right. No. Not like that. Like this. Now, when we attack these eggs, they should be pushed to the outside, as I understand it. But it doesn't appear like they are. Perhaps I've done something wrong? Ah! Okay, no, it kind of looks like they were pushed outside of it, but not really. So let's see now if they're all outside. Ah, okay. This is good. Not bad. Oh, they are losing their cool out there, though. Ooh, they want a piece of me so bad. That wasn't too bad. So you still have to like trigger them and get away and let them leave the little home. They might have been pushed outside if I just stood there, but I had the feeling like they were going to own me, and I didn't want that to happen. I've worked a long time to get my survival up for the extreme milestone. Are you guys gonna figure it out and go away? Or what? Apex predator. Hyper carnivore. That was not so bad at all. Let's try another one. Let's see if we can get the room really small this time. Okay. Nope. It's gonna have to be sort of a long rectangle again. Can we maybe? Nope, no, not quite. Okay. So actually, I'm thinking we should do this to all of them to minimize our losses, right? Because if it's gonna take... If we're gonna lose the first one, the first egg that we break, if we're gonna lose it to letting them kind of push outside the building, then I want to be able to jump from building to building, so I'm only giving up the one, and I'm not having to give up more than that. Missing carbon. Well, I think we can go to concrete. Whoops, that's not gonna work. Come on. Snap, and let's see. I'm not inside the object. I'm not inside the object. Okay, so let's start with this one. No, let's start with the smallest one. Right? Which is this one. Yeah, let's start with this one. Now if I break it from here, they kind of all, yep, get pushed out, and then I can hop down, and where is it? Got it. So in essence, we didn't even have to waste the one. Nice. As long as we don't make a goofy error landing outside these buildings, we should be fine. That didn't give us one, okay? So we got cheated out of one. That's not that big of a deal. I don't even see the light from it. I think it just disappeared. Okay, I have to admit this is a... Ooh, no. Up. I don't know why it double jumps like that when I'm only hitting the spacebar once. That's a little concerning. I have to admit this is a pretty solid technique and definitely a good way to secure nanites if you need them. I believe it's also probably a pretty good way to get money early game, as was stated. I have to concur with that. All right, how many did we get out with? 13. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's start. Ouch! Ouch! I'm not a fan of that. Let's go ahead and destroy our buildings so we can get our inventories resorted. Should be going away here any moment. They're like, no, you took all of our eggs. We are really upset. We're not going anywhere. Fine. Suit yourself. So we got our ferrite dust back up to 500. And our carbon as well. Good. Let's get some of this stuff over there, please. And thank you. Alright, swarm subsiding. Not bad. That was overall pretty good, actually. I think that's the bulk of what we're going to do on this planet. Seems fitting on some desolate radioactive wasteland with a bunch of craters. We would go mess with some cosmic horrors. Let's head to our local space station, because I don't believe we've been there yet. We can pick up some quests and learn some words of the Gek. Threat detected. No. That's not for me. I'm gonna pulse jump around this planet. Head to the space station. We'll see if they have any good modules for us. As I believe I still am working on this exosuit one. We did get our 3 shields, and our 3 jets, and then I think we leave this stuff just the way it is. We can start talking about whether or not we're going to add more modules to take up our standard inventory space or not. That's the tough question. I feel like it's a waste not to. At least 3 shields. Right? 3 shields. We could do 3 life support and 3 jetpacks, and then Ah. Potentially. Life support module. I mean, that's not a huge end of the world one, but it's like quality of life, you know? So like we just moved this technology module here. We just put it there. It feels wrong to give up inventory space. Oh, it feels so wrong. I think it's the right call, though. Our exocraft are pretty well taken care of. Let's take a gander at the multi-tool here. A-class pistol, that's what we need to be doing, is working on our multi-tool next. Not really anything I would like to get my hands on there, so not impressed with any of that. So what we will do... Whoa! Easy does it. Wow. Similar to what I got. Pretty neat looking, though. Hello, Traveler Tef4. I'm not giving you any of my nanites, so don't even ask. I would like to offer you a Gek Relic, actually. And then I will take some dialect help. I was holding on to the Gek Relic. I had thought about potentially keeping it in case we wanted to find a portal, but what I realized is that we have a portal already active by our base, and if we were going to use a portal for anything, why wouldn't we go back to the portal we've already activated and save our resources? Because it is a good bit of carbon and sodium and cobalt just to get them online. And even though it's not a massive amount of resources, it still felt sort of wasteful when we're right next to a portal we can use. Alright, a couple more Gek words, hopefully. What do you teach me? The Gek word for enjoy. How about you, Assistant Lotav? Oh no, we're gonna panic. I don't even know what you're saying. I hope the interactions with the aliens become less repetitive in the next update. But on one hand, while that would be cool, on the other hand, I'm like, I hope the update is a little bigger than that. Hold on. That sounded like an exotic. Whoa. Look at this thing. 19, 51, 57, 47, and 6. I mean, it's not like the greatest thing, and its shields can't be linked to, but it is sort of... It is different looking. I don't think I can summon my other ship here, though. So I'm forced to trade in my Explorer if I want this, and that's not going to happen. It's a neat ship, though. Let's see what happens with its wings when it takes off. I like the colors. I would be willing to trade in my yellow exotic craft for this, but again, I don't think it's not a thing we can make happen because I don't have my yellow ship with me. I mean, what are the odds an exotic was going to land here while we were here? Come on, show me how you take off. No, it's going to hang out. Bye-bye. Watch, as soon as I turn away, it's going to take off. Okay, well, it doesn't have any cool folding wings or anything, so never mind. Never you mind. Alright. Explorer Dolonogo, what do you have for me? Let's hand in a few missions, shall we? Take this organic catalyst times 5. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to that. And get a little bit of units. Sure. What other missions do you have for me? Photo on a tropical world? I think that's pretty fair. Kill one sentinel quad? Sure. Okay, missing person, missing person. I don't really care about that stuff. Collect one antimatter for fusion accelerant. See, I have the stuff to do stuff with that now. One antimatter for fusion accelerant? I mean, I can't really turn that down, can I? No. We've got to do that mission. Ah, tritium. Just what I was hoping for. Alright, we're gonna buy it for the starship, though. Yeah. I don't know why I keep flipping it. We'll get there. We'll get it figured out. Uranium. I wouldn't mind buying a little bit of uranium. Just to top off my protection on my exosuit, honestly. I guess I could, like, store it here. Just have overflow. I should have overflow of at least the main 4 for hazard shielding, right? Put the ammonia overflow here, and then I don't mind a little bit of overflow of resources. That way I'm not afraid to use them to charge things. But that's more inventory space taken up. I'll have to consider that. Alright, let's source items for the client, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're going to make us drop them off. Alright. I think it's worth the fusion accelerators, though, to be quite fair. Nope, we're not going to deal with that. We're going to come right down here and deliver the goods. It's so fast. We could get 5. We could get 5 fusion accelerators just for this little run. Coming in hot. Better find a landing pad. Well, I had talked about trying to steal from depots, but I'm just like, huh, maybe we just keep an eye out for quests that specifically give us the things we need. The Gek word for customer. Wave hands dramatically. He's like, ah, get your flashlight out of my eyes. Ugh, I'll just observe you quietly. Please, will you please talk to me, hireling? Ivaya singing. Gek sent something pleasure, something pleasure, something. I'm hoping you were saying it's a pleasure to meet me over and over again. But thank you for the linguistic lesson. I'd like to deliver 1 antimatter, please. Sweet. Alright. This might be tough to take off from this position. Potentially. We're going to give it a shot. Oh no, we did it. Because this ship doesn't take off at crazy speed as soon as you Am I seeing a base? My base. Oh no. I forgot to take my base back. Well, that's not acceptable. I don't want a base on this planet. I can't believe I almost forgot that. That's okay. We'll just pull it up real fast. Just gives us an excuse to fly around this magnificent teal nebula a little bit longer. Look at all the crater marks on the ground. I'm actually a little shocked I didn't pick up on that earlier. But this planet is pockmarked big time. A lot of planetary collisions. Mostly small. I wonder if that's the source of radioactivity, though. Delete this base. Make it gone. Wasn't the end of the world. I don't want that left there. And I want my chromatic metal back. At least some of it. I don't think it gave me my chromatic metal back. Those son of a guns. Alright, back to the space station. Whoa. There we go. Well, this isn't exactly how I had imagined doing this episode, but I think we made good decisions overall. I'm not going to spend my pyrite out of my inventory on this ship. That's... no. No, no, no. Although I suppose that's a pretty good reason to hold on to it. But even still... no, no, no. Oh, please give me like 5 of this fusion accelerant. That would be... so great. How many do I get? Come on. How many do I get? One. Boo. Oh, we did get the organic catalyst, though. Okay, well, being that we only got one, it might not have been worth it. But now we just need the nitrogen salt. We can make more. Use up more of our geodesite. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. Let us return back to our home. For the time being. All right, and here we are. Home again, home again. So originally what I had planned was to go through a portal and do some fun portal stuff at a different system. And we ended up not doing it because, again, I had decided that if we're going to go through a portal, we might as well go through our own portal because it's already open. I was like, oh, we have a new base. No, that's the underwater base. I think we'll mess with that here at some point. Didn't really have plans to do it right away, though. It doesn't look like there are any other bases here as of yet. No, still the 5 of us here, which is fine. Perfectly all right. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the portal in the next episode. And that'll be fun, and then we'll see how much time we have after we do that and where we go from there. But that is going to be where we wrap things up for this episode 154 of the No Man's Sky Let's Play. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because, as always, I've had a good time playing. Look at that beautiful blue water. Be sure to come back next time, as we're going to go to an uncharted area for us, although it has been charted by others, and find out what's in store for us in the next episode. But until then, take care.